Hey Art Fam, it's Luis Martin, the art engineer. Are you ready? Bam! Okay. It worked when I practiced it, I promise. Welcome to the safe space. Welcome to the studio. Today I'm really excited because I have the December 2024 collage kit. And of course, there's mayhem to follow. Let me get comfortable. How are you? Press like, subscribe, even though we're going underground and I'm taking you with me. So be sure to become a member if you're not a member yet. Become a $5 patron and you will not miss a beat. The last video I made, I spoke about how I'm taking this YouTube and tightening the circle and going to a private website so we can really get down to business and share some really magical ideas about the act of making art, collage, and music, and travel, and all else that goes into living a wonderful life. Alright, so I have the kit, and of course, it goes without saying, I'm human, and I'm perfectly myself, which means that I always mess up. If you got your kit, look at this, it says December 2025, so don't open it until December 2025. I'm kidding. Yeah, I do things like this, and it's what makes me quirky and lovable and relatable. So if you are absolutely a mess, don't worry about it. Just laugh at it, and we'll have a good time together. Do you have your coffee? It is delicious. It is super gloomy outside today. For the past 2 days, I guess, it's just been gray, and I love it. I absolutely love it, you guys. This is what I imagine New York would be like. All right, let's take a look at this kit. All right, so this is the kit, 2025. We're living in the future at Collage Dream, so let's jump in. This is the cover. Yes, I made this collage, and I mean, I'm always praying internally and sending good vibes, but yeah, I thought this time we really needed it. This is a really fun kit. As always, there is a prompt in the back label and an explanation a little bit about the collective image. Every month we have a collective image that we work on together as a community, kind of as a conversation through collage. This time around it is a piece of the pie. You guys, the world might end right now. Have your pie right now. Have it. Enjoy it. Don't save it for tomorrow. Don't save it for later. If you want, just have a little nibble now and then another one tomorrow. But don't deprive yourself of a good time. It's just not a good idea. Not at this point in time. So, you know, a good time begets a good time. So you might be surprised that when you finish eating this piece of pie, another one appears. So, I'm sending this out to y'all. Okay, what else do we have? We have tons of little nitbits here, and they're all so wonderful. Look at this. We have a piece of film. Elvis made this, you guys. He made little envelopes for everybody, and look what's inside. Stamps. All right, if someone got a really valuable stamp, let me know. I was going to say, I'll take 10%, but no, you can keep it. Aren't these wonderful? Oh, look, this one's from Colombia. Oh, I love it. Okay, we'll go over them. And then, of course, you know, it's I was going to say unprecedented times, but it's not. I was going to say it's scary times, but it's not. I was going to say, no, it's not. We've been through this before, but what we haven't done, at least that I haven't done, is I haven't been like perked up and say, you know what, it's time to fight back. I made this sticker for us. It says, "Don't mess with me, I collage." And there is a image of a X-Acto blade, a scalpel, whatever. I'm not saying point it at people. I'm just saying let people know that we got tools, sharp tools. All right, so don't mess with us. And of course, you're always going to get your double-sided adhesive strips, some wonderful shapes. I'm going to play with these today, and some letters, you guys. Look at this, AA. Is that a hint? Okay, so the other thing that is really special in this one that I really was happy, and I've been holding on to this forever. Oh my god, it says forever. Don't you love when that happens? Is this? It's a blank note card, already with a stamp, and I'm inviting you to write a letter. and to send to somebody that you think might appreciate it. Just a, hey, thought of you, love you, here's a collage, or hey, where have you been? Anything you want, or hey, I'm sorry, whatever. But isn't it wonderful? I love getting mail. I get a lot of mail, which I'm so happy and appreciative for. If you haven't sent someone a letter in a while, now's the time. Have this be your call. So I'm going to play with this, maybe. Look, we got more shapes. Elvis just went to town. This is contact paper. Isn't it wonderful? We also got this Taschen book on album covers. You guys, I am obsessed with music, as you know, and I've been moving my studio around. Now they're behind me, my records. And look at this. The Beatles. I know you see it above, but look at this. It's the Beatles. It's Grace Jones, yes. Bob Dylan, Joan Phillips. I adore Grace Jones. I mean, she's like a goddess, right? The cojones on that lady. What else do we got? Joni Mitchell, AC/DC. We got some wonderful paper. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you, my little sister looked just like that. She was this cute little brown baby, and I would just gawk at her. And I remember once she looked just like that, came running at me, and I thought she was gonna give me a hug. She bit me. Little punk. But look how gorgeous. Oh, this is so cute. Ooh, terrifying. Pretty. More black and white. This is a photograph of Bethlehem. Holy mother. This is it Bethlehem, New York, or Bethlehem, Bethlehem? Who knows? London British Museum. You know, we're tapping into history here. More black and white stuff. Wow, look at that face. I love this. I mean, look at all this empty space with which to play, right? I'm gonna play with this. More black and white dramatics. I mean, come on. Oh! Okay, so, I remake these collage kits, and we notice things, we're like, oh, look how fun. And then we just put everything at random. This kit, it was in the closet already, and I just picked one at random. And I really believe this is very much, you know, like all the magic that I do, it's just meant to be. And it was meant to be for me to get this. And this is an image of El Museo del Barrio, which is the only Latino museum here in New York, and it was my first job in New York. When I got to New York at 19, I sent my resume to all of the museums in New York, and the first one, the only one to reply, was El Museo del Barrio. And I saw it, and I thought, oh, how fun, I should keep it, but it wasn't the best of relationships at the end. But here it is. So I'm telling you, oh, my friend was born here. Madeline, look, this is where you were born. But yeah, so, you know, don't run away from things, embrace them. And look at this. We're sending you some beautiful art. I knew that was going to happen, you guys. I knew it. That's beautiful. Why do I love it? The pink, the yellow, the black. Oh, okay, maybe I'll play with these too. Yeah, okay. Anyway, what else do we have? Look at that. Oh, talk about, I mean, putting a face under this, like Gray's. Beautiful. Nudity, I love it. Oh, look at all, talk about pink, right? God, I wonder what this is. Rallying against violence against women, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Against violence. Piano, graphic design. We have some mandalas, you guys. Also, if you're seeing this as it comes out, do know that I have a Reimagine Vision Board workshop on the 18th. The cutoff is the 13th, though. So if you're interested, and in the US, because I have to mail you something, like a very special kit, before the 13th, join in. It's $40. It's going to be a great workshop. And I remembered, because of the mandala, we are reimagining the vision board as a circle, because time is not linear, right? We do think of it as like the way we read, but it's all cyclical. As we celebrate the seasons, as we celebrate our birthdays, it's all cyclical. But there are more dimensions to this, and we'll talk about this in the workshop. So go to collagedream.com and get your kit and be part of the class. Don't worry, I don't pick on people to talk or anything. It's a good time. It's a good time. Okay. And more mandalas. All right. So how are you? I'm going to start with my destiny because El Museo del Barrio just wanted to come through. So I'm going to honor that and play with it. I move things around, and here you are. Okay, so it's always a good idea to have a little tray with the things that you know you're going to need, because then that can surface on all the craziness around you. So it is the end of the year. So I've been kind of unloading a lot of stuff, a lot of books, a lot of clothes, a lot of just hoarding. And in doing so, I just realized that in this year, 2024, I read 20 books. It doesn't sound like a lot, honestly, but then when I see it, I put them all in a basket, and I was like, how did I do that? Like, I can't fathom. But then I realized, wait a minute, I'm very disciplined. So what I do, because you asked, how did I read so much? I said 25 minutes. 25 minutes a day. That's it. And whoa, you can accomplish so much in 25 minutes. But here's a caveat, though. One, when you love what you're reading, it just goes by so fast that sometimes I'll press the timer again and be like, reset, another 25 minutes. And then I end up reading for an hour because I love what I'm reading so much, right? So when people think of reading like the classics. Sure, the classics are great, but if the classics don't speak to you, then don't read the classics. I've been reading a lot of biographies on gay men. I've been reading business books, magic books, I think books on writing, but what I love the most at this moment is biographies, because I want to see how other people lived, how other people cope with the same shit that we're dealing with. Because again, nothing is new. Nothing is new. We've been through this before. So I want to know how other people coped. So I read Keith Haring's biography. I read a biography on Anthony Bourdain, and I'm going to share the lot of books with the Art Fam in January once we go underground. And why? Because I just realized how much information that is. So when you look at someone's bookshelf, when you look at somebody's playlist, you get an insight into their mind. So I'm not ready to give that out anymore anyway. So I'm going to do that with the Art Fam in January. So go to the underground and come see what I'm reading. All right, look at this. I actually have a really good memory of this part of the museum. So El Museo del Barrio was a museum that was started by educators and teachers and artists in the community to promote and celebrate Puerto Rican art, right? Specifically Puerto Rican art, because that was in the neighborhood. It was basically a community center. But they shot themselves in the foot when they called it museum, because, like we know, words have power. The moment you call something a museum, it becomes elitist. It becomes a place where you put things of academia, where you are highfalutin and you have openings and white walls and not much else. So then on top of that, they went to Fifth Avenue in Museum Row, and that's where all the major players are. So it was always contending with this. The building itself was called the Heckscher Building, or it is called the Heckscher Building. The museum was just on the ground floor of the north side, and it was an orphanage, and it was very institutional. It was really creepy. But anyway, at the top there was a basketball court, and I remember going up there when I first started working there and take a panoramic picture of myself and just being in awe, like, holy shit, I'm here. And then I sent it to my dad and my stepmother because I realized they did not have a picture of me in their house. So I'm like, this is for you. Look at this. Oh, I just had a great idea, you guys. What are we talking about? Pie. This is my pie. So yeah, so that was really cool. My favorite thing, honestly, about, as you can tell, I like to talk. So I used to give tours to all sorts of people, all ages, kids, teachers. It was really wild because I was 19 and I was giving teacher trainings. But by then I'd been doing museum work for like 5 years, so I had something to share. But it was just great. I loved it until I realized that there was just so many politics. And also it was just an odd place to be, but it was wonderful. I had the greatest time because I didn't have a boss for a very long time, and I kind of just created curriculum, and I created programming and like just things that, you know, a 19-year-old shouldn't be doing, or I don't know, maybe they should be doing it. But anyway, I had a great time. So here we go. This is my piece of the pie. Oh, yes. Oh, man. You guys, that just came together. Okay, where are my little strips? Oh, I made that sound. I make noises with my mouth, you guys. I don't know if it's a nervous tick or I'm just insane. Okay, so when you get your kit, I always advise people, make a moment to just be alone, have a safe space, or invite someone to do it with you, right? That's what I love about these workshops, the ones that, like the one we're going to do with the vision board. When we work in community, people say something or ideas will come out that you're like, oh, right. And you can roll with that, right? Here's the thing. When you're with people and other artists, ideas, images are going to come up that are going to touch you. You're going to be like, oh my God, I love that. Why didn't I think of that? But instead of asking yourself, why didn't I think of that? Ask yourself, how can I add to that? How can I respond to that? How can I have a visual conversation with that, right? A lot of people are always scared, like, oh, I don't want to copy, or like, if I make a painting of pink and you're so moved by the same color, instead of saying, oh, I copied Luis Martin, or whatever, you say, oh, I'm responding to it. I'm continuing the conversation, right? And that kind of just works, you guys. Okay, look at this. Oh, and then I have the beautiful. Oh my God. See, I'd love if there was a Puerto Rican stamp here to pay honor to El Museo del Barrio. So over the years, El Museo del Barrio expanded its mission statement to include all Latin America, which is cool. But there is a need for, you know, Puerto Rican representation, and such an important need to understand the history of Puerto Rico. As you know, Puerto Rico is a commonwealth, it's a colony. And did you know that they were not allowed to raise their own flag because you'd get in trouble? Yeah, it's all this bullshit. So again, nothing's new. So I guess we can put Colombia because, you know, brotherhood, sisterhood, fraternité. Or you know what? So I've mentioned this before. Maybe we'll do this. When I started there, there was a huge landmark exhibit on the Taínos. The Taínos were the natives of the Caribbean, and as I got there, they were about to open, and we were just getting our. Ooh, yeah, that's a good sign. We were getting our resources together for our tours. So to get it, you know, to put things in order, they invited caciques, which are like the chiefs of the Taino ancestors tribe, and they came and they blessed the space, and they asked who are the educators that are going to be sharing this information. And, you know, I came forward and a few other people came over and they blessed us. And I was like, oh, and I still feel very much those blessings of, like, you know, the Taino ancestors kind of just pushing my work forward and just, you know, understanding what my job is, right? To not only speak, but teach, educate through my work, through my art. So it was beautiful, you guys. That's all I'm saying. It was beautiful. But I knew I couldn't stay there too long because I'm just not a 9-to-5er. But I mean, you know, if you have a... Never mind. I was going to say, if you have a job that pays really well, let me know. At any rate, it was beautiful. Okay. And then after that, I went to art school because I already had a career, and I'm like, okay, let me go to art school because I want to get this piece of paper that says I'm an artist. I'm not gonna say it was a mistake, but listen, I was already really older than everybody else. Those kids are just, you know, starting to smoke pot, rebelling against their family, and I was like, I don't belong here. Okay, what am I doing here? Ooh, yes, okay, but that's too busy in the background. You saw that? You guys, I keep getting emails. Okay. So this is the board that comes with your kit, and I love it because it makes the perfect substrate, yeah? Yeah. Maybe we can put this over here. I don't know, you guys, I don't know. Early days, I know, I don't want to rush. At any rate, okay, so I got all those books. It was amazing. I am now reading another bio. Actually, I think I'm reading 3 books at once. And that's okay, you guys. You can be as promiscuous as you want with your reading. It is actually, I prefer it. I encourage it because get your hands on all information, and then you discern what's you know, valuable to you, what really resonates, you know? I know you know this. I'm just tacking. Oh yes. How funny. Okay, what else do we have? I saw tons of stuff that I liked. I am in love with this. See, and then the fun part is kind of just, I love just having shapes, because then you can just start creating geometry around it. But just be careful, because it'll turn into a big old phallus. I'm not into that right now. Just not now. Okay, anyway. I've been moving really slow, you guys. I'm just kind of like taking my time. I'm so not in a rush to do anything, which is great, but it's also kind of jarring because I got shit to do, and I'm kind of like, I don't care. Like, I feel right now, it really feels like it needs to feel right? I don't know. I'm enjoying the end of the year, because I don't know what 25 is gonna look like, but I don't care. Actually, 25 promises to be a very transformative year, obviously, yeah? Okay, I love this lady. I don't know what she's got to do with anything, but I love her. But maybe I need to get rid of her. See, it's okay. Kill your darlings, as they say. So I've been, you know, I write a lot of poetry. Ooh, this is way too symmetrical, you guys. And I was just thinking that poetry, like collage, takes up less space, right? So I'm a painter as well, and I have all these paintings that I haven't sold that clutter me, and honestly kind of, not so much anymore, but used to depress me because I'm like, oh, I haven't sold. But as I'm lightening my load, I feel that my words paint just as broad a picture, but way less, right? So I'm leaning into that, and I really want to write stories. I don't know if I shared this with you, but the other day I had a conversation with my dad, and he remembered something very differently from my account of how I lived it, and it kind of pissed me off a little bit, which is a weird word because I never get pissed off. And I thought, oh, I should write this down from my perspective, right? Which is why we make art. Because that's not how I lived it. That wasn't my intention. And that's another thing, like, I never get mad, which is probably not good, you guys. Well, I mean, it's fine. Look, I've done well not getting mad, but anger is such a great energizer for art, right? As is sexuality, as is love. But I think I've avoided anger so much because I've been, exposed to so much anger, and living where we live, or in the world we live, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I also I work out, so maybe that helps. I don't know. Do you get angry? Are you angry most of the time? Ugh, let me know. Alright, so I wanted to put what? What else do we have? National Grange. That's a weird word. Columbia. We have... I don't know what this is. 2 cents. Okay, this is coming out really cool. She's so cool, this lady. Oh, I don't know. Let's see what else we got in here. Who would you write your letter to? Who would you write your letter to? So, 2 days ago was my brother's birthday. We're strange. We don't speak. And I thought, I don't want to send a forced text. I would rather, like, pray for him and say, oh, I wish you had the best day today. You know, God bless you. Send you tons of love. As much love as I can send you, period. Right? And I think that's so much better than, like, a forced, like, happy birthday, period, bye. Don't call me back. You know what I mean? Like, it's also, like, also answering your phone when you're angry. Never answer your phone when you're angry. You know, you see, like, your cousin, your mother, your husband calling you, like, don't answer it. Because you're gonna be like, what? So, like, that's a huge rule of mine. Oh, look, there's Mexico, too. So we have Colombia, we have Mexico. Do you have any other Latin American country? It's just good practice, right? It's just good practice. Well, the Museo could represent Puerto Rico. Maybe, I don't know. No lo so. Ooh, how transgressive. I put it upside down. Okay, early days. Where are we at? Oh my god, 27 minutes. Sorry, guys. I can talk forever. I can talk forever. Oh, this I like. It's so fatalistic, though, right? She's like, eh. Oh, you know, I like that, actually, because it's like she's dreaming of her piece of the pie. Yes, let's do it. And that could be our segue to exit. Okay, so let me cut this out. So, you guys, join the membership ASAP. I'm never salesy until now because I really do want you to be part of this, and I really believe that we're gonna have tons of fun on the other side and fight the powers that be of boredom. My God, what's happening? I mean, obviously I turn on TV, I go to YouTube, but the things I have to like avoid. God. I don't know. It's not even worth talking about, but whatever. Power to the people. I love her. She's so cute. Cute. That's the worst word, right? That's the worst word you can say. Oh, that's cute. Okay, she's not cute. She is... I don't know. Also, another weird word is emotive. I hate when people say emotive just because it doesn't say anything. It just means feelings. So when people say emotive, it says, oh, well, that has feeling. But what feeling? It's like reviewing a restaurant saying they have food. I'm just being bitchy. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I like this. Okay. Where are you? I need a ruler. Okay. I should have seen who this artist was. I really like that painting. I know it's a New York artist from a New York art book, which is probably why I didn't do any research. I'm like, I don't care. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, I want to see that movie, Queer. Have you heard about it? With Daniel Craig. It's Burroughs' adaptation from one of his books, which probably means it's going to be really great or really horrible. He did Naked Lunch as well, and that was just like obscene. Great, but obscene. But I really, really want to go see it. Maybe I'll go. I think I have to go by myself, though, which is great. Okay. I really like going to the movies by myself. I also want to see Nosferatu. Love that. Oh, man. Yes. Oh, my God. I love this. Je l'aime beaucoup, you guys. Okay, I need more. Okay, get yourself boxes of these, you guys, because these are the best. They're archival. They're not very good at to reposition stuff, which is really good because it's a discipline. This is how you learn how to make choices and stick by them, yeah? Whoa. Okay, now I can put these little... Isn't that cool? Okay, so now it just doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put all of them. I'm gonna go to town. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, this is cool. Good job. You have to pep yourself up, you guys. You have to. Good job, Martine. Okay. I was watching the British Bake Off and I love how they all talk to themselves so gently when they're baking. They're like, they say their own name. Okay, I think I'm done. Am I done though? Oh, I love that. I don't want to cover the name of the museum though. But then you lose it, because that's kind of the iconic. Doop, 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 doop. I don't know, you guys. Does that need that? I don't think so. Does it need something? Possibly. But I think we'll stop there. Unless I could find something. I always find something in the periphery that really helps. Ooh, graffiti. Oh yes. I mean, you can't go wrong with graffiti. All right, whatever. So this is my collage kit, you guys. I mean, this is my collage from the December 2024, not 2025 kit. So once you're done, look at it. Experiment with ideas, explore. So what am I talking about here? I used the collective image, which is the pie, and the whole idea behind the pie for me was having the piece of the pie now, and then you'll have more, right? Make room for more. So I found this image of a woman person dreaming. So she's dreaming of the pie and her past and how it all connects. Even though my time at this place perhaps wasn't the best, but it is part of the ingredients that make up my pie. And all these wonderful places that I will go. And there's always flowers blooming, you guys. There's always flowers blooming. And just remember, the grass is greener where you remember to water the garden. All right, this is Luis Martin, the art engineer. Thank you for hanging out with me. Remember, these videos will be underground behind a paywall for the community, so be part of that. $5 gets you in as a patron, and then you can join us, get a kit, get a diary. There are many doors in this world. All right, I will see you soon, and remember, what you do matters. Cheers.